All right, here we are on section 10.1 on radical expressions and functions. So the first thing we're supposed to do is solve the cubed root of a negative 64. All right, so first things first, it's a cubed root, so we can take it cubed root of a negative because that's allowed because you have a negative times a negative times a negative is still a negative, and so that works. Now we have to think about what is 64. Well, 64, if you think about it, that's going to be 4 times 4 times 4. And so the cubed root of this is going to be a negative 4 because if you take a negative 4 times a negative 4 times a negative 4, you're going to get a negative 64. And so that would be our answer. All right, here we're supposed to sketch a graph of the square root function. So basically, we want to have, y equals square root of x. And now what is the domain of the square root function? All right, so let's graph it first. All right, what do we know about x? Well, x has to be greater than or equal to 0. So if we want to do this in plot points, let's do x and y. So let's say x is 0, and let's do some easy ones. 1, 4, and what else is on there? 16 is on there, so we can do 16 maybe. So that's going to be 0, 1, 2, and a 4. We could also do 9, but it's not exactly an easy one here because it's going to be in between. So let's say it, so I guess so is 1, but that's okay. All right, so we have 0. Then if we'll make a mark, then we have 1, which is going to be 1, so it's going to be up here about. Well, if it'll make me, there we go. And 4, which is going to be 2. And well, and then we'll have, if we want to do 9, 9 will be 3. And 16 will be 4. And so basically, it's going to be something that looks like that. Okay, so that's the graph of it. Now, what is our domain? Well, remember, the domain is going to be the x values. Well, it has to be from 0 to infinity because it just keeps going up and up and up. So it's always going to keep going to the right. So it'll go to infinity, but it can't be less than 0. So it has to be, it can be greater than or equal to. So that would be what it would, we could write it as if we put it into this notation. We could also say, x is greater than or equal to 0. That would be a domain as well. All right, let's stop there. We'll come back for some more.